Alright, you all saw it, you heard it, you reacted to it. On the last episode of Detonation, it was the free man and the shepherd, the challenger and the champion, the Victory Road winner and Victory's roadblock. It was Xavier Pierce and Eli Blackburn face to face for the first time ever. Now I know the moment you guys want me to talk about, and trust me, I will get there, but I don't want to skip ahead because there was a lot that led up to that moment. So if you'll indulge me, let's take a look at some of the history going into this match. Last year at Hardcore Heaven, Eli reached the top of the mountain here in EPW while I was just beginning my climb. And although Eli was sat atop that mountain overseeing everything, he somehow overlooked me. At least, that's what it seemed like to me. Every time he brought my name up, it was to say that I was a free man who walked in chains. He never once gave me credit in any way. It was diminished simply because he didn't deem me worthy enough. But over this last year and some change, I have proved myself to be more than worthy. Now I know that Eli ran me down and he brought up a whole bunch, but one thing specifically that stuck with me is the fact that I struggled to beat the guy who he began his reign by defeating. And of course, I'm talking about Isaac Diaz. But Eli, if we take a few steps back, we'll see that you haven't exactly left standing tall without a few scars on multiple occasions. For example, EPW Summerfest, Eli Blackburn versus Gavin Ashton had to be restarted due to a referee mishap. What about the time you took on my former tag team partner whose name you all love to say? I mean, he nearly walked out as champion. He had you backed into a corner, and that was almost the end for you. And it's funny I bring up Isaac Diaz because he's set to face the man who last stepped up to you, John Osborne. On the same night I punched my ticket to the main event of Hardcore Heaven, you had to pull out a special alter ego just to put John down. This is not as one-sided as you'd like to believe, but you just don't want to admit that. So without dragging on this history lesson any longer, I'll admit something, Eli. What you said last week about me being childish? You were right. And I only proved your point when I uttered those 3 fateful words. It was out of line. I wasn't thinking straight. It was wrong. But here's the thing. You deserved it. After everything you said to me, not just last week, but everything before that. All the times you diminished my accomplishments, highlighted my failures, went after my friends, took everything that I worked my ass off to get, and threw it away like it meant nothing. And most of all, every single time you overlooked me. You say I'm oblivious to the fact that I walk in chains? Well, you, sir, are oblivious to the fact that I broke those chains a long time ago. Eli Blackburn, you need to look at me. Realize that I am like no one you have ever faced before. Not because I haven't yet become a world champion. Not because of my failures or shortcomings. And it's damn sure not because you don't believe I'm worthy enough. It is because I have the most ammunition. I have seen everybody come before me and fail. They come so close. They step up only to be forced to step down. And maybe I'll end up just like them. I have a pretty good track record when it comes to that. Maybe you need to beat the last bit of weakness out of me. I don't know. But what I do know is that I will. Mark my words. I will regret nothing. I will reiterate. At Hardcore Heaven, it's free man and shepherd, challenger and champion, Victory Road winner and Victory's roadblock, Xavier Pierce and Eli Blackburn for the EPW World Championship. Heaven and hell will collide, and I will either bring light to this pitch black era or die trying.
Here is your winner,